Now, only on 9 seconds can make all the difference in a major earthquake. And now, for the first time ever, Washington lawmakers could provide funding for an earthquake early warning system here on the West Coast. A critical vote is set for tomorrow. KCAL 9's Serene Branson is live tonight at the California Institute of Technology in Pasadena with the story you'll see only on 9. Serene?
And seismologists here at Caltech are already working with an early and limited earthquake warning system. But if this bill passes in D.C. tomorrow, it could mean you'd be getting an alert on your cell phone, like those Amber Alert warnings. But this one would tell you an earthquake is headed your way.
We are behind the curve, and that's a dangerous thing, particularly when we are very much at risk of the big one.
That's why Congressman Schiff of Burbank has pushed to secure $5 million in federal funding for an early earthquake warning system, giving people a few seconds to a minute's notice, depending on how far you are from the epicenter.
That's time for people to shut down a train they're operating. It's time for people to stop surgery if they're in the middle of surgery. And can save lives, and it can save millions or billions in infrastructure costs as well.
Very strong shaking expected in 3 seconds.
A privately funded limited warning system developed by Caltech, other West Coast universities, and the USGS has been deployed, alerting seismologists to recent earthquakes like the 5.4 La Habra quake in March.
So the early warning system, 4 seconds. And now we're having an aftershock.
Hall Daly is the Director of Government Relations at Caltech.
It signals to not just the people of California, but the state of California government that the federal government is actually committed to this.
He says funding would allow seismologists to begin purchasing and installing additional sensors up and down the West Coast to the 400 already in place in Southern California, hire new staff, and link technology.
It's really critical to the California economy as well as to the well-being of the citizens here.
California, Oregon, and Washington account for 71% of the nation's quakes. This would tell residents not just an earthquake was coming, but how strong.
Cell phone, television, radio, those are all the techniques that are currently used in Japan and Mexico, for example, where they do have an early earthquake warning system.
A system in Mexico gave an alert up to a minute before a 7.2 quake in April, depending on how far people were from the epicenter. It gave some citizens time to get out of buildings. Here, this animation shows the potential of a quake along the San Andreas Fault.
If that starts at the Salton Sea, as a lot of people surmise that it will, and moves toward essentially Tehachapi or Los Angeles, we could have 55 to 65 seconds of warning.
While supporters say it will take an additional $16 million a year to keep the program operational, leaders say state, local, and the private sector will have to step in.
It's my hope that once the system proves its worthiness, that attracting the further resources won't be difficult.
And the vote will take place tomorrow morning. It is expected to pass. Congressman Schiff tells me if it does get the green light, which he expects it will, it could still take a year, maybe 2, for the system to be up and running. Reporting live tonight from Pasadena, Serene Branson, KCAL 9 News. Kent, back to you.
Fascinating stuff.